Hello, my beautiful human beings, and welcome to Yoni Moon Studio March sessions number, ça change number 5, 2024. Let's get started. All right. So today we are starting at the back of our mats in a kneeling position. Okay, we're going to warm up the body today before we get into our workout. So just rocking yourself backwards and forwards, palms of your hands coming forwards to your knees. And as we do that, sort of rolling through the back. And then as we come up, rolling those shoulders away. Good. It's almost like a kneeling cat-cow. Good. Just rolling the shoulders. And get as much movement as you can through the spine. Good. Rolling forwards through the neck, rolling those shoulders back, rolling them up, forwards and round. Really get a nice wave of motion here through the body. Just a few more. Inhale as you look up. Good. Exhale as you come down. And then coming back into that seated position, raising your hands up towards the sky, interlacing the fingers, index fingers pointed out towards the sky. And then bending those elbows back. Good, just opening up there through the chest. And then as we extend the arms, we're going to look up towards the ceiling, throwing that head back. Good, this is a lovely way to just open up here. So going through the motion. Opening up through the shoulders, through the chest, reaching up towards the sky, elongate through that back. Good. Exhale. Inhale as you throw that head back. Exhale as we bend the elbows, just looking forwards. Inhale up towards the sky. Exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale up. Really reaching up towards the sky, throw that head all the way back. Good. Exhale, bending the elbows, releasing the hands, bringing them behind you, and just opening up through the chest, sort of reaching there for your feet. Open up, bring those shoulders away from the ears. Good. On your next breath in, raise the hands up towards the sky, and then slowly coming forwards into your child's pose. Using those fingertips to reach forward, bringing that forehead down towards the mat. Good. Then placing the palms of your hands down on the mat and coming round into the cat-cow position. So tabletop position, rolling into, good, cow. And as we come into cat, we're going to curve the back and then push ourselves back into that child's pose. So rounding through, coming up, bending through the back, shoulders away, roll the back in, pushing those hips in, and then coming back into child's pose. Good. So let's just go through that motion. A nice wave here with the body. Finding your own flow here, girls. Good. Round and back. Try and get each movement to your breath. Exhale as we come forward. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, chin in. Inhale, back into child's pose. Just a few more times. Really waking up the body. The shoulders, the back, the hips. Good. One more time. Rolling through. Good. Back into that child's pose. Just holding this position. Walking those hands out a little bit further. Really opening up those legs and trying to get that bum in between the feet. Shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, rolling through into tabletop position. We're going to tuck those toes and we're going to come up into our downward facing dog. Slowly bringing the knees up that head coming in towards the knees, chest in towards the thighs, and then straightening up into that downward facing dog. Good. Rolling our elbows in towards the mat, elongating the neck. Good. Shoulders away from the ears and just walking out this downward dog. Take a few deep breaths. Good. And then coming up onto the tips of your toes and then pushing the heels back down. Good. So just onto the tips of your toes and then heels down. And again, tippy toes. Push those heels as far down as you can. And again, tips of the toes. Good. And pushing back down. One more time, coming up onto the tips of the toes. Rolling forward into that bear position. And then pushing back up into the downward facing dog. Let's do that again. So tips of the toes, hold that bear. Good. Back into downward facing dog. We're really just getting into our joints here. Warming up all of those ligaments, the muscles. Just communicating to our body. Good. That we are ready to move. Nice. Downward facing dog. Rounding through one more time into that bear stance. Just holding that bear stance here for a moment. Straightening that back. Looking forwards. Tuck that belly button in. Good. And then pushing back into that downward facing dog. Now this time we're going to roll through into plank. Looking forwards, and then I want you to wave, so you're going to curve that back and wave yourself back into downward facing dog. Okay, so try and get as much movement as possible. So rolling forward through the spine, wave it back up into downward facing dog. And again, rolling round. Good, and wave. Inhale as you come round into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And again, rounding through. Exhale, wave it back. 2 more times, rolling through into plank. Exhale, waving back into downward facing dog. Inhale, round into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just take a little breath here. Rock yourself from side to side. On your next inhale, rolling through into plank, raising your right leg, then your left leg, and then waving back up into that downward facing dog. All right, let's do that again. Rolling through, right leg, left leg, rolling back up into that downward facing dog. Rolling back into plank. Let's do it 2 times. 1 and 2 with the right leg. 1 and 2 with the left leg. Waving back into that downward facing dog. Coming around again 2 times. 1 and 2 with the right. 1, good, and 2 with the left. Rolling back into that downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Bend the knees, look up to the top of your mat, and either hop or step in between your hands at the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. You can bring your hands to your knees and straighten your back. Exhale, fold, trying to bring that forehead down towards your knees. Slight bend in the knees as we roll ourselves up into standing position. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, we're going to get into the main part of the Ashtanga Skar-B routine here. So, inspired. You're going to take a deep breath in, bend those knees, come all the way up, bend back, palms together, elbows together, start to bend through the knees. Good. As we come down into forward fold, inhale halfway, Exhale, step or hop back into plank. If you need to, bend the knees and do chest down as we come into chaturanga. Good, so that's a modified chaturanga. Try and untuck those toes, thighs off of the mat, and then exhale, lifting those hips up towards the sky into downward facing dog. Okay, so make sure that you either do your modified or a full chaturanga. From now on, I'm just going to say chaturanga. Okay, let's put that right foot forward, ground that back heel, hips still facing forward as we come up into warrior one. Deep breath in, palms together, bend the elbows. Exhale, bringing those hands down towards the mat, straightening that back foot, stepping back into plank, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot step forward, grounding that right foot this time. Inhale, up into that warrior one. Palms together, bend the elbows, and then bringing those hands down towards the mat, straightening that back foot. Good. Stepping back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, bend the knees, look up towards the top of your mat, hop towards the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling up into standing position, hands up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. This time as we inhale, we're going to bend the knees, throw the arms back, come into that chair pose, holding that chair pose. Exhale, rolling yourself down towards the mat. Inhale, straighten through the back, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hop or step back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a breath here. On your next exhale, stepping the right foot forward, grounding that left foot at the back. Inhale, hands up into warrior one. Palms together, bend the elbows. Exhale as we bring the hands down towards the mat. Back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping the left foot forwards, grounding that back right foot. Inhale up into that warrior one. Good. Palms together, bend the elbows. Coming down towards the mat, straightening that back foot, stepping back into plank. Down we go, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, bend the knees, hop or step forwards to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, full. Inhale, bending the knees, rounding up into standing position. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Bend the knees, throw the hands back, coming into our chair pose, holding that chair pose for a moment. Exhale, rolling yourself down to the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, ground the hands, hop or step back into plank. And let's take that chaturanga, coming down towards the mat. Good, chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just take a little rest here. Catch your breath, walk out that downward facing dog. Again, coming up onto the tips of those heels. You can do both at the same time, and then heels down. Coming up to the tips of our heels, and then heels down. Sorry, tips of our toes, and then your heels back down. Good. Take a deep breath in. Looking forwards, I want you to bring that right foot forwards, grounding that back heel. Inhale, up we come, warrior one. This time, interlacing the fingers behind your back. Good, we're going to bring that chest down towards the knee. So think about just the chest coming down, and then your arms can extend up towards the ceiling. So find that control. On your exhale, coming back up. So let's do that again. Chest down towards the knee, your arms going up towards the ceiling. Good, coming back up again, really opening up through the chest, keeping that control, chest down towards the knee. Exhale, coming back up. Good. 2 more times, chest down towards the knee. Exhale, coming back up. And again, chest down towards the knee, hands up towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale, coming back up, releasing the fingers, arms up towards the sky. Warrior one. Palms together, bend the elbows, coming down towards the mat, straightening that back foot, stepping back into your plank, and then coming down into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. On your next exhale, stepping that left foot forward, grounding the right foot, finding your position. Hips facing forward. It's the outer part of your foot which is grounded. Inhale your hands up into warrior one, getting nice and low. And then bringing those hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. And then straighten the back, tuck that tummy in and lead forward with the chest down towards the knee first. Find your stability and then raise those hands up towards the sky. Good. Exhale, leading back up with the chest. So your chest is leading you down as we inhale, hands up towards the sky. Good. Exhale, coming back up. Inhale, leading forwards with that chest straight back. Good. Down. Exhale, coming back up. Beautiful. 2 more times, down we go. Inhale, down towards the knee, chest towards the knee. Exhale, coming up. Last one. Inhale, down towards that knee. Exhale, hands coming back. Good. Looking forwards, releasing the hands. Inhale, hands up towards the sky, palms together. Bend the elbows, bringing those hands down towards the mat, grounding the palms, twisting that back foot, stepping back into plank. Let's take that chaturanga. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a deep breath in, looking forwards, bend the knees, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rounding through the spine, coming into our standing position, hands up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. This time we're going to take our chair squat. So bending the knees, throwing those arms back, bringing the hands up in front of you. Now, really make sure that your knees are behind your toes, then lifting the hands up. So come into a squat first, and then raise those hands so that we've got a good position. Bring the hands and palms together to your heart, and then come up. Now keep those hands there. Down and up. Good. Down and up. Down and up. Get low into that squat. Really push that bum back. Good. Down and up. Now this time as we come down, I want you to extend the arms in front of you. So extend and then palms together. Good. Extend, palms together. If you are more comfortable with just your palms together, feel free to continue like that. Wherever your hands feel comfortable, if you want a bit more of a challenge, extend the arms and then bring the palms together as we come up into standing. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Raising those hands up towards the sky. Throw the hands back. Bend the elbows, palms together, start to bend through the knees as we roll down towards the mat. Extend the legs and the back. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale, bending the knees, grounding the palms, stepping or hopping back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, take a deep breath in. On your next exhale, stepping that right foot forward, this time grounding that back left foot. Find your position here. Raising those hands up into warrior one. Now this time we're going to take our eagle arms. We've done this before. If you're not comfortable with that, bring the elbows together and then palms together, okay? If not, interlace the right hand underneath, elbow underneath the left elbow, okay? And then we're going to, again, leading forward with that chest, coming down, and then the elbow is going to come down towards the knee, but I'm still leading with the chest. Exhale, coming back up. And again, down we go towards the knee. Exhale, up you come. Leading with the chest, following your breath. Inhale, down. Exhale, back up. And again, inhale, down. Looking forwards. Exhale, coming up. Holding it here. Releasing the arms up into that warrior one. And again, extending the hands behind you, interlacing those fingers. And let's go back down. But this time, I want your shoulder to come in contact with that knee. And we're trying to get our forehead down towards the mat. A nice deep stretch here. Just holding this position, reaching up towards the sky with your hands. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on your exhale, slowly start bringing yourself back up. Releasing the hands back into that warrior one. Palms together, bend the elbows. Exhale, bringing the hands down towards the mat. Stepping back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. On your next exhale, stepping the left foot forward, grounding that back foot. 45-degree angle. The weight is on the outer part of your foot. Good, getting into that warrior one. Either bending the arms and bringing the elbows together, palms together and leading like this. Or interlacing that left elbow underneath the right. And coming down, leading with the chest down towards the knee as we inhale. Exhale as we come up. And again, inhale, lots of movement here through the spine. Exhale, up you come. Inhale, leading forward with the chest, elbow down towards the knee. Good. Exhale, up we go. 2 more times. Inhale, down. Exhale, coming back up. Getting low in those legs. Inhale, down. Exhale, coming back up. Holding it here, opening up through that back. Good. Unlock the hands, coming back into our warrior one, bringing the arms behind you, interlacing those fingers, and again, leading with the chest, coming down towards the knee, that elbow, sorry, that shoulder, that left shoulder with the left knee, trying to get your forehead down as close to the mat as possible, while simultaneously reaching for the sky. Really think about pushing those hands up towards the ceiling, opening up through that chest. If you've been sat at a computer all day, this is brilliant for opening up the shoulders and the chest, which have all been contracted into that keyboard position. Holding it here, reaching up towards the sky. Good. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, slowly leading up through the chest, back into our warrior one, releasing the hands, palms together, bend the elbows. Exhale as you bring the hands down towards the mat, stepping back into that plank. Inhale, down we go, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now from here, I want you to come onto the tips of your toes and we're going to go back into that bear stance and then back into downward facing dog. Just a few of these. Tips of the toes, bear, looking forwards. Exhale, downward facing dog. Rounding through, bear pose. Good, downward facing dog. Rounding through, bear pose. Exhale, downward facing dog one more time. Inhale, round, hovering, just hovering here. Straighten through the back, look forward, tuck that belly button in. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then pushing back into that downward facing dog. Good. Take a deep breath in, bend the knees, look forwards and hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway, straightening the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slight bend in the knees as we roll up into standing position, raising our hands up towards the sky, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go for our next set of chair squats. Throwing those arms back, coming into our chair pose, holding it here. Now a slight variation. We're going to go into a cactus arms. But as we do, you're going to come up onto the tips of your toes and then extend. So staying in chair pose, cactus arms, tips of the toes, and then back into straight arms. Good. So cactus, straight. Good. Really opening. Again, through the shoulders, through the chest. Exhale as you go into the tips of the toes. Inhale as you straighten. Good. Few more here. Tips of the toes and straight. 2 more and straight. Tips of those toes, woo, she says, and straighten. And now this time we're going to go just into our chair squat. So coming down and up. I'm keeping my arms extended throughout all of the movement. It's up to you. You can bring the palms together and bring your hands up and out. You can come out into that big, beautiful opening pose at the top. You take this chair pose however you want to, okay? I'm going to keep nice and straight, I'm hoping. Imagine you're sitting back down onto a tiny little stool. Good, give me 5 more. 4, 3, good. 2, last one, and 1. Raising those hands up towards the sky, opening up through the chest. And this time I just want you to step your feet about hip width apart. Bring your hands to your hips and we're going to bend forwards. Okay, we're going to take a nice deep stretch here. Allow your hands to come down towards the mat. If you're here today, that's absolutely fine. If you need to bend through the knees, then you can bend through the knees. If not, coming down as low as you can, allowing that forehead to drop, and just shaking your head. Oh, no, no, no. And then nodding your head. Yes, yes, yes. So again, just shaking that head. No, no, no. Nodding the head. Yes, yes. If you can, grab the back of your ankles. Please feel free to do that, or the back of your calves even. If you'd like to go a little step further, you can interlace your index finger around your big toe. And if you want to go one step further than that, we can bring the palm of our hand underneath the soles of our feet, okay? So we've got different levels here. Either your hands are on the top of your thighs, the back of your calves, the back of your ankles, index finger interlaced around your big toe. You can bring the palms of your hands underneath the soles of your feet. And just take a few breaths here. Allow your body to ease into the position. Good. If your hands are underneath the soles of your feet, bring them back to the back of your ankles, just holding here. And then everybody on your next exhale, slight bend in the knees as we roll ourselves back up into our standing position. Palms facing forward, and just bring those shoulders away from the ears. Elongate through that neck. Bring the feet back together. And on your next inhale, raise the hands up towards the sky. Good. Exhale, swan dive down into forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, stepping back into plank, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next exhale, bringing that right foot forward in between your hands. Let's ground that back foot. Good. Holding it here, coming up into our warrior one. Now this time, we're going to pivot that back foot and come into our warrior two. Holding it here. And on your exhale, we're going to allow that left hand to come down and that right arm to come over. Just get a nice deep stretch here through the right hand side of your body. And on your exhale, you're going to bring that elbow down towards the knee and extend the left hand over. So let's just go through that motion. We come up, right hand extends, and then back. Right elbow onto the right knee and extending the left. Good. Breathing through this motion. Good. Extended right angle. Peaceful warrior. Good. Extended right angle and peaceful warrior. Just keep going through. Exhale as you come back into that peaceful warrior. Inhale as we come forwards, reaching over into our extended angle. Good. A few more times. Really opening up through the side of our body here. And then as we come into our extended side angle, holding it here. If you feel comfortable, bringing the fingertips down towards the mat. Really extending through that left arm and then looking up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, rounding that arm round, straightening that front leg. Repositioning your arms so that your shoulders are stacked, fingertips still on the mat, and come into our pyramid pose. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bending that front knee, cartwheeling the arms back up into our warrior two. Take one more peaceful warrior, this time bending that left hand, and it comes to hold itself on the front leg, and extend that right arm all the way over. Inhale, exhale, rolling back through, down into a low lunge. Good, really releasing that hip, looking forwards. Take a deep breath in, and let's go into our twisted low lunge. Right arm up towards the sky, looking up towards the sky with that right arm. Exhale, cartwheel the right arm down, stepping back into plank, and let's take our chaturanga. Down we go. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next exhale, stepping the left foot forward this time, grounding that back foot, coming into first our warrior one. And then twisting the arms around, shifting that back foot. And now we want to ensure that the front heel and the back heel are aligned for our warrior two. Looking forwards. And then the right arm is going to come down the right leg, and your left arm coming up and over. Good. Nice stretch. And then coming into, yeah, you got it, that extended right angle. So let's take that flow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Staying low in those legs. Exhale, keeping that alignment in your body. Good. Inhale, stretch. Each time trying to get a little bit further. Really opening up. Take nice deep breaths here. Good. Few more times on each side. Great job. Coming into that extended side angle, looking up towards the ceiling. If you want to take it a bit further, bringing those fingertips down towards the mat. Good. Holding this stretch. Rounding that top arm, straightening the front leg, repositioning those fingers, and coming into our pyramid pose. Hold. Looking up towards the sky if you can. Take a deep breath in. On your next exhale, bending that front knee, coming back into our warrior two. One more peaceful warrior, this time bending that right arm, bringing it behind your back and extending. Good. Through the left-hand side of your body. Exhale as we cartwheel the hands down and round, twisting that back foot into our low lunge, both feet facing forwards. Inhale, exhale, twisting that left arm up towards the sky, twisted low lunge. Exhale, bringing the hands down towards the mat and just holding that low lunge here. Good. Bringing the palms of your hands down onto the mat, stepping that left foot forwards, and coming into our chaturanga. Down we go. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. From here, bending the knees, hopping or stepping forwards to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming into that chair pose. And then from here, rolling down onto your mat and coming into our roll like a ball, okay? Good. Rolling through the spine. Back up onto your shoulders. And then controlling it on your way back. Good. Up to the shoulders and round. Up. Good. And round. Up we go and round. On the last one, we're going to go back into a standing position. We've got 2 more. 1. And on this one, rolling with all your might, back into that standing forward fold. Good. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, hands towards the sky, palms together, hands to heart. Stepping out with the right foot this time into our wide stance. Raise those hands up towards the sky as we then bring them behind our back again, interlacing those fingers and then leading with the chest, back straight, head coming down towards the ground. Pigeon those toes, so sort of bringing them in towards each other, facing towards each other, and just allow your arms to come down, keeping those fingers interlaced, releasing through the chest, through the shoulders. On your next exhale, staying where you are, but just releasing the hands down towards the mat, bringing the hands between your legs, almost walking your fingers away from you. On your next breath, I want you to take your left hand and grab your right ankle and then raise, it's the Shabbayam, raise that right arm up towards the sky for a twisted, wide fold. Good. Exhale, release. Bring your hands over to the other side, right hand grabbing that right ankle, left ankle, sorry, left hand up towards the sky. Nice deep stretch here through the hamstrings. Good. Release, coming back in towards the center. Take a deep breath in, rolling yourself back up into that wide standing position. We're now going to bring our toes facing outwards as we come into our goddess squat. Bring the palms of your hands facing up towards the sky, and then your thumb and your index finger just touching. Your other fingers are straight, and just holding this position. Breathe. Really ground your heels. Bring the shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen through the spine. Good, hold. Release by straightening up through the legs. Let's heel toe those feet slightly closer together. Palms together, hands to heart. And then coming down into that yogic squat, just to open up here through the hips. Good, pushing those legs out with your elbows. And I'm just sort of swishing myself here from side to side. If you're not comfortable doing that, you can just stay in the center. Really try and bring that spine down. That's it. Good. Holding this position. Breathe. Good. Allow your body to really just get into this deep hip opening stretch. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, releasing the hands down towards the mat. We shimmy those feet back together, bringing that bum slightly up. Raising or straightening those legs, straightening through the back, sort of a slightly wide forward fold here. Hold. Just straightening through those hamstrings. Take a deep breath in and out. On your next exhale, slight bend in the knees as we slowly roll ourselves up into standing position. Roll those shoulders back. Bring the feet together. Raise those hands up towards the sky. Palms together, hands to heart. Take a deep breath in here. And then when you're ready, make your way down to the mat into a final, as always, seated position. Hopefully this has opened up your body a little bit more today. So before we finish, let's just roll our neck, stretch it from side to side. Good. Roll that chin round the chest. Get that ear towards. Someone's got fireworks going off outside my house. Or there's definitely something wrong with their car. Rolling. A deep breath in. Raise those hands up towards the sky. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Palms together. Hands to heart. As always, thank you so much for coming today. And I will see you next time. Bye.